Welcome to another standard gameplay. So today I'm going to be bringing you Experimental Overload. Now, this card is an amazing uncommon card. What it does is it's 4-cast sorcery. It creates an XX blue and red weird creature token where X is the number of instants or sorcery cards in your graveyard. Then you may return an instant or sorcery card from graveyard to your hand. The aim of the deck is to combo off, put some spells into your graveyard via Cathartic Reunion, seize the spoils, and some dual strikes, and create a huge experimental overload so you can actually fling them out to your opponent via Kazuul's Fury. Kazuul's Fury says, as additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Kazuul Fury deals damage to that sacrifice creature's power to any target. That's it. As you can see, if you have a 10/10 weird token into play, you cast Dual Strike, which copies a spell that you cast after this Dual Strike has been casted. That would be your Kazuul's Fury, dealing your opponent 20 damage. What makes this deck super neat is that there is no rare cards. That's right, you can build this deck with only common and uncommon, and it has a decent win rate. Alright, let's proceed to the gameplay. Alright, we're going first, and it looks like we have everything that we need. We're going to keep this 7, definitely. We're going to start with Dual Strike, or we're going to foretell the Dual Strike to either Cathartic Reunion or spell Seize the Spoils. Let's play a land, red. Hopefully confuse our opponent what we are. That's white. I think we should be against another white player, probably. Yep, it's mono white. Season Blade Hold is something you don't want to see. Probably say, and Negate might be something that we don't want to keep. So, is this a time wherein I can seize the spoil and I can discard the Negate? Nicely done. We do have our combo, and now we just need to populate the yard with spells. Definitely we're gonna take this damage here. Maul of Claves, oof, something that we don't want to see. But sometimes that happens all too much. I'll take that 5 damage. Flying 5 damage. We are on the clock. Yes. And let's draw a card. This is a land, and this is Dual Strike. This is Seize the Spoil into Seize the Spoil. Okay. Okay. Kinda looks okay-ish. Next turn I do have an experimental into... Can even have a Cathartic Reunion here. Yep, we're gonna next. No problem. End of turn. Selfless. Here's a Frostbite now. Yep, discard that. Sure. Selfless is in. Lunark. Let's set that stop right here. Set the stop here. Luminarch Ascension. Sure. Here's a Blitz. Exiled from the game. Okay. Sure. Nice. So now we're going to overload. Experimental overload here. We are definitely gonna bring that Frostbite back. Here's a Frostbite swinging on that Luminarch. Okay. Daxos, sure. Gonna take that 6 damage. I will attack here. It's gonna take that damage, sure. Here's another experiment. Let's start with Dual Strike. Play this land. That's the turn. Non-creature spells your opponent casts with converted mana cost 4 or greater, cost 2 more to cast. Sure. Okay. We're gonna take this damage. We're gonna block here. Gonna go to blocks. Block. I think we got it here. And my turn, end of turn Blitz. Good game. Right, we're against Calorie Mate. It looks like this is a solid keep. We're gonna keep. We are on the draw. Start with a mountain so that we can feign a frostbite or a shock. Then subdual, snow covered. Naturally, it's going to be this type of decks. Double white, subdual, dual strike, Skyclave Apparition for no value. Kind of maybe okay. Weird flex, but okay. So this probably would be seize the spoil right now. Into talents, discard the talents. Okay, kind of like it. That's the turn. I'm gonna take 2 here. Definitely. Another Skyclave Apparition. Targeting non-token permanent. So it can target this one. Giant Killer, sure. My turn. Kazuul. Okay, so it's either I draw a land here. It's going to be tough, but I will start it with the dual strike. I like going with more options to pay. We're going to discard a land because we're gonna draw 4 cards anyway. Hopefully we draw a land somewhere here. Play this land, definitely. That's what we want to do. We have a shock into another spell, so I think that's cool. Opponent seems to be on that mana drought situation, so here's a frostbite to a shock. Cool. Resolve. We're gonna take 1 damage. Urian! Wow! That's something you don't see every day. Okay, I see. I see how it is. I'd like to go opt here. Opt for a land would be good. Get that land, play that land here. Then from there, do we take some damage here? Probably. I think that's fine. Let's go with dual. It's 8 damage. End of turn. Giant Killer, sure. We're going to take 5 damage here with the Giant Killer casted. Okay. Right. I want to add some spells. Yep, this is just basically a recast. So that I have 8 here, so I'm going to cast this. And this is a experimental overload. Twice. So let's start with subdual strike. And this is going to be... We go with burn or do we go with card draw? Probably go with burn, right? Easily accessible. We don't need lands. Yep. Probably burn. There we go. Maybe Shock would have been better there though. Another giant killer, sure. So they drew their third giant killer. Selfless. I take that 4 damage. Okay. Cathartic Reunion. We're going to attack here for sure first. Gonna block. Damage. Okay. Then from there... Do I want to have a... Yeah, I think I can go with doing this. No, I think that's too greedy. Let's go with Frostbite here. Into exile that. Then Portal. Pass the turn. Alright. So the writing's on the wall. Right, looking at the cards in our hand. This is a mediocre, but I'm gonna keep this. Hopefully our opponent is not aggro, but it looks like it is. So we're going to start with Island, pass the turn. Oof, white red, okay. This is probably Boros Winota. Okay. Spoils. Don't think we need that one, right? We need a good sweeper. Yep. This is Blitz. Blitz you. Pass the turn. Selfless. Okay. I'm gonna take that 1 damage. Hopefully they're stuck on land. And looks like they are. Interesting. Okay. So let's try to inform our decision. Let's go Expressive Iteration here. Oh, okay. I like this in my hand. This into the bottom and this into exile. Here's a land. Here's a shock. Go to the Selfless Spirit. Probably sacrifices, which is fine. It's kind of cool. Oof. Not what we want to see. Spirit Champion. Okay. We're gonna take that 1 damage. Another duel. So can definitely seize the spoil here. Let's discard the Gazando Fury. It's 1. Alright, cool. Next we're gonna pass this. Shock. Bone Crusher, okay. Respectable. Spoil, okay. Actually spoil here. Discard the Reunion. Okay. I just want a turn where we can try to finish them all off. Okay. Blitz. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 damage here. Nicely done. Here's a dual strike. Experiment. 2 11/11s. Dual strike. Into a spoils. Either a spoils or another experiment. Like spoils. Actually, would have been safer if I found like either a frostbite would be better. Let's see if we get punished here. We have lethal on the swing back. We have the dual Kazuul combo. Yikes, the giant. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take 1 damage. Okay, here's a dual strike. Here's another dual strike. Basically quadrupling the effects. And they saw the writings on the wall. Okay, we are on the play. Oh, yes, we are on the play. We have an iteration, overload. Yep, we're going to keep this. We're going to play this as a land. We're only playing 18 lands, but we have 4 Kazuul's Fury, so most of them would be considered as a land. Play this land, pass the turn. That's black. Scorpion. Respectable. Play this land, pass the turn. Ooh, okay. Is this okay. This is Sultai. Okay, fair enough. But the question becomes, is it okay to have an expressive iteration here? Probably. Let's go. Expressive, nice. And bottom land. Put that land to play. Pass the turn. You have 2 overload. Gonna take 2 damage here. Incremental damage. Not so great. Don't have the white mana source. Croxa, sure. We'll show them a Blitz. Okay. Here's a Seize. Go like that. Draw 2. Gonna play this mountain, pass the turn. Believe we can go Negate so that our experimental overload is better. Is it better? Yeah, I think that's fine. Gonna take 4 damage here, or 3 damage here. Yup. It's a Kazuul. So is it worth Cathartic Reunioning? Definitely, I would say yes. The Reunion can still take some damage. Ooh, Subdual Strike. Definitely what we want to see. Going to... Yep, that's it. I'm gonna pass the turn. Gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Probably gonna plum. Oof, okay, sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're going to wish. Okay. Pest. Okay. Forbidden friendship, sure. My turn. Subduo or dual damage. That's 6. Overload. So, bring back that duo. And let's bring back a Kazuul. Here's a land. Pass the turn. Claim the firstborn. They're gonna claim it for me. Negate. You have another claim? Can bring back your Croxa. Yep. Here's the spoils. Bat, show. Blitz. Going to attack you. Okay. says as an additional cost, you may sacrifice each opponent's creature. Create a 3/6 taste. I take 6 damage, sure. Sacrifice that 5. Okay. So from there I can call Kazuul. Target this, sacrifice this. Okay. Tapped out, my turn. So here's dual strike. And here's my experiment. Dual strike. Zul. Return. This 2 is representing 18 damage. 18, 19, 20. So I just need to have like 6 mana. Okay, it's our turn. We're gonna play this land. We're going to attack. Right, we're not even going to do the damage here. We're just gonna go with the all traditional shock. Alright. Good game.